my quads are engaged, my back is engaged, everything, my calves, you have multiple muscle groups that are working at the same time, right? So that's why I chose the push-up, the tricep dips. Same thing. If you come, this isn't a nice, oh, I do have another wider surface. I thought about it. Nice. But anyway, so when you do your tricep dips, you are using multiple muscle groups. And let me do that because I can't do them effectively that way. Bang. Sorry, those are my cough drops. So if I come, no matter if my feet are straight or bent, when I come down, I am not only engaging the tricep, and keep in mind, no neck to chin, look up. So when I come down, I'm engaging my triceps, but I'm also engaging my core and my quads, right? Like I said, what did I tell you? You're going as shorts and tank tops coming, right?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and work on that group. Now, if you say, well, coach, the way this body set up, push-ups not happening. Well, let me tell you, it's okay. I don't really care for excuses. I got a lot of those on my own on different things. Don't take them from yourself, guys. Let me tell you. This here one, if you can't be on the floor, just like I came and was on this surface, we are in a push-up position, elevated. Takes a little pressure off of the shoulders, right? We're starting off with 20. So 20 dips, 20 push-ups. What if you say, I can't do 20 push-ups at one time? Hey, alternate, right? Do 5 push-ups here, elevated. If you're not able to even get down like that, right? If you're on the floor, we all know what girl push-ups are. So I'm not gonna, we know. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're on the floor and you can't be on your toes and you are on your knees, remember, stable base of support. So don't have your knees close together, have them hip width apart. And booty in the air, I do care. If you can, drop the hips so that you get a little bit more in it. If you have shoulder issues, neutral position, and neutral is just, on your knees. So really on your knees, but you can have your back flat, okay? And you can do push-ups like that. If you have a fitness ball and you say, you could put your feet on the ball and do them that way. So that way it's, again, less gravity, but you're still able to do them on the floor. Okay? But you can do them elevated, come and, like you said, to a surface, sturdy surface, all right? Safety first. Or you can use the wall, right? Same thing. I'm going to soften my knees. So when I say soften my knees, that just means that, of course, I'm not going to lock them out, right? Kind of soft, not a squat, right? But just soft to take the pressure off. So that way, I can still get resistance, right? I still get resistance. Now, the closer your feet are in, the less resistance. The further they're out, the more resistance. Pick your trouble, whatever it is, but do it.
Pick your trouble.
Do it. If you're not able to do these tricep dips, like I said, feet down or feet in, I want you, when you do them, like you said, if you feel that it's just too much of a struggle, get you some dumbbells and just do kickbacks. And when I say that, same thing, right? Foot width apart, kick the arms back, right? That. If you can't use a weight, use water bottles. Do something. Okay? And again, if you feel like you can't do 20 push-ups and then, or 20 tricep dips at one time, break it up. Do 5 and 5, 10 and 10. You know what I'm saying? A push-up and a tricep dip. However, but do it at the same time. Don't break them apart. Do it at the same time. You will get better results if you do it at the same time. Meaning, I did my push-ups this morning. I'm going to do my tricep dips later. No. Do them at the same time. You will get better results. And I promise you, if you are consistent, even if you're using dumbbells, definitely you're going to see some change in your arms, but using your body weight is just as good. And I gave you something that you could do anywhere. No equipment. The tricep dips, all right, you may need a surface, but don't you got like a dresser? Don't you got some steps? A chair, right? So that's all I'm saying. Use your, pick your poison. If you need some, adaptations, then do so. If you, meaning. So like you said, maybe again, you can't put a lot of pressure, but you want to participate in a challenge. But use your wrist, the wrist guard supports. Use your wrist supports. Like, go into it knowing what you need. If you need to do a modified version, okay, go into it knowing, all right, I'm starting out. Because you don't have to stay there. You know what I mean? Because if I start off in my push-up, so suppose I start in neutral, right? Neutral, push-up. My back is flat. But then I say, you know what? I'm going to walk it out a little bit. I'm going to drop my hips. And I'm going to do push-ups like that. I'm going to do 10 neutral push-ups and then 10 modified push-ups. Okay. That's all right too. Wherever you're starting on, just start. Take a picture the day that you start and the day that it ends. It ends at the end of the month. We only on day 4.
Let me see here.
That's what I got.
Got this image. Okay, I just shared the image there so everybody could see it. And that's what we want.
That's what we got. This is it. Like I said, if you are looking for just a way to get started, to do something, this is really easy. It's an easy way to do it. And then you know what else, Ron? As I said, it builds healthy habits, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing something because we know that it takes at least 21 days to begin a habit. Really? Because like you said, you're starting it, but to really have it that is a habit of yours, you're 21 days in before it's a habit. You know what I mean? We have 31 days in this month. If you began on Sunday, however, if you jumping in there today, you still have over 21 days.
That's right.
It's a good way, guys, just to get started. That's what it is. It's a good way to get started. It's a good way to build healthy habits. I encourage you to find an accountability partner. Find a workout buddy. And y'all do it together. Like you say, your spouse or whatever. Just because it's someone that, if they be like, hey, did you do your push-ups today? Nah, I ain't doing my push-ups. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you have to find ways just to sneak in fitness sometimes. You know what I mean? Because once it becomes a conscious habit, you'll run with it. So that's what I got, man. I'm just saying.
But see, and it's a good thing. You said one key word, getting started. Once you go ahead, you get started in 21 days, then you're going to be in that habit.
Yeah.
You're going to be in that habit.
Yeah.
But the question I'm going to have, there's some people who don't have a habit. They don't want a habit. They don't know when to start. Yeah, they got a habit of not doing it.
That's their habit.
Yeah.
Their habit is, instead of having healthy habits. They may just have unhealthy habits. You know, I not and just being honest, not everybody I know is physically able to do some things.
Mm-hmm.
So like I gave the modifications for the push-ups and like you said, and for the tricep dips, I said, well, you can use some dumbbells. Please no. You can do same thing same thing with dumbbells and hit it different. Instead of doing your push up, you can do a row, right? With
Mm-hmm.
dumbbells, right? That's your chest, right? Core, soft knees, core is engaged. You can still, where there's a will, there's a
There's a
way.
way. And some people just get in the habit. And you said one other key thing, find a partner that'll push you.
Yeah,
Find a
yeah,
partner that be there for you. Don't find a partner say,
yeah.
"Oh, don't worry like that. Let's go down to Burger King." No, you don't want a
Yeah.
partner like that. You got to find somebody who's willing to do what you're doing.
hmm
Matter of fact, when I was growing up, we had partners like that, and what we did, we challenged each other.
hmm
I bet you can't do oh, I hate the pull-ups. I bet you can't do 20 pull-ups. I bet you I can't either, but but we would challenge each other, and we would do that in gym class. That's
hmm
how we would do it. And then you know what? We walk around bragging how many we did, and there'd be somebody, oh man, y'all a bunch of chumps. I did 30. So the next day, what you gonna do? You're gonna try to do 32.
That's right.
Cause that's how
That's
we
right.
bounced off each other back in the days, and we need that same thing right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that, one of the things that I can't emphasize enough is how good exercise is for your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise and your emotional stability. I feel like, just being emotionally stable. It just, those happy endorphins that you get. And when you're able to share that with somebody, especially your person, your
Yeah.
spouse or, significant other, that is the best form of intimacy there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all are taking an interest to be active together. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, it spills over. You know what I mean? It spills over. So definitely, if you can, your significant other. If not, it don't matter. Your girlfriend, your at work, your neighbor, somebody,
Well,
you know,
you
you
said
talk.
that.
My daughter, I think one year, me and my daughter, she did it with me, so find somebody, get in where you fit in, man, but get in.
Well, I'm glad you said that because uh, me and my wife go to the gym 3 times a week, and she's competitive. I just look at her. How many miles you do? What my body told me I could do. Well, I beat you. Fine, good,
That's right.
and good.
I'm competitive too.
I said,
Yeah.
beat me
Yeah.
tomorrow, but on the bike, I put the bike on the highest one, and I am gone. 30 minutes
Mhm.
on that bike, 4 or 5
Mhm.
miles. I look over and say, how many miles you do on the bike? Don't worry about it. You got me on a
I love
treadmill,
that.
but I got you on the bike.
I love that. That's what's up, Ron. That's
So
what's up. That's good stuff right there.
yeah,
I
so
love that.
so when you
I
said
love that.
friendly competition is good.
Yeah.
I like that. And like yesterday when we were breaking down all the election equipment, it's moving around, doing this, doing that. And I'm gonna tell you something, sister. I broke out in a sweat doing that. She comes around with a towel. Oh, you sweating? I said, I'm good, and I'm gone. See, people don't really like for me. When I start sweating, I really get into it because I'm sweating and I'm building things up, and that's oh good, I'm
Mhm.
sweating. I don't know
Mhm.
what it is about me when I'm working out. I start sweating. I get more energized.
Well,
You
I
know.
think that everybody, once they get to that point, that's where I feel like that's where it really kicks in. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
where the endorphins is like, yeah, we're in there. You know what I'm saying? I know people say, well, I don't sweat, that's not the case for me. Like I said, I mean, just look, as my son-in-law, he said, I told him, I said, honey, I said, my body temperature. He said, I said, it's hot. And he was like, oh, you need me to turn the air up? And my daughter, she said, oh, no, it's just her. He said, oh, it's your fire and within. Got it. So I have that going on, and then don't let me start working out. Jesus be offended.
Oh man, and I love it when I'm out there in the yard. Matter of fact, I have to get out in the yard before April 1st because we getting foundation work done. So I got to clean everything out the gazebo because they're gonna raise that, and around the house. I gotta get all the bricks out of the way, get a wheelbarrow, move everything. So I'm gonna be active in the next 3 or 4 weeks, doing things, and then going to the gym, girl. I'm good.
Make sure, and with that and knowing that, make sure that you are already planning in your rehab as well. Meaning, okay, I'm gonna make sure that I stretch, a little bit
Hmm.
longer.
Yeah.
Make sure that you maybe when you are watching TV or sitting down, maybe you have like some rollers or something or whatever, just
Yeah.
to roll out your muscles because you're moving them more. If you have one of those little chair massage thingies that you can, throw it on
Yeah.
while you sit. Be mindful of those things because sometimes, like you said, you're like, oh yeah, I got it, but then you kind of get like, you know,
Yeah.
you get it. It's kind of like I'm not sure about that. So yes, definitely make sure that you rehab, get in, like you say, your good extra water and your good
Right.
extra potassium, so that's your greens and those type of things. So that's what's up. I say go ahead and do it. I need you if you want, where I say you can come and hit up this too. Just throwing that out there.
See,
Yeah.
see, see, girl, you a mess.
I'm just saying, I caught some of you and Joseph show the other day. You go over his house doing stuff. Come on over here. Don't leave me out, Ron.
Hey, you heard what he called me, didn't you?
Oh yes,
The
yes.
Black
You are
MacGyver.
like MacGyver. You really are.
He
You
told
are.
me that. He tickled me. I said, Joseph, don't tell everybody that. Not
Hmm.
everybody knows.
Hmm. But one time you came and you were going to fix the faucet. I had already fixed it though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I shoot. Huh.
Oh,
I
I
tell
be I be making my house calls to
you
people.
do.
I
You
be
do.
making them
Don't
to
don't worry.
everything.
I got a list.
So does my wife. No, my wife don't have a list. She's got a book. She's
I
got a
feel that.
book.
I feel that.
But I do a little bit at a time as I go. I learn throughout the years. Don't try to do everything in one day. Pace
That's
yourself
right.
and do
That's
everything,
right.
especially if it's some hard work lifting and stuff.
Yeah.
I make sure I pace
Yeah.
myself, or I will call my grandsons. Hey, I need some help,
That's right.
and they'll come over
Well,
and
yeah,
help
I
me.
mean, that just needs to, anytime that you do it, I feel like if the grandkids are around, anytime you need something done, you need to have them over there.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I had them over here when I did that gazebo back there. I called my son and said, my grandkids said, Dad, they right around the corner from you at Wagner. I called them, what y'all doing? Nothing. Come over here when y'all get finished.
That's right.
And they came over and helped me do the hardest part of that gazebo, getting it up. And
Mm-hmm.
once that was done, you know what? I love y'all. I'm glad y'all came over, but I'm going to give y'all a little bit. I'm going to pay y'all a little bit. What is your cash app? They told me what it was, so I sent them 1 penny.
You ain't Ron.
But then after that, I sent them,
Uh-uh.
more.
Yeah.
But just to get the
Yeah.
reaction on their face, 1 penny.
Hilarious. That's
Yeah, but
funny.
I got their attention, and they talk
Mm-hmm.
about that to this day. Yeah, Grandpa, remember you gave me 1 penny, but what else did I send you? You only talking about that 1 penny. What else did
That's
I
right.
send you?
Right.
So that
Right.
gives them something to talk about later on in life.
That's right. And that's just like you said, I just feel like the work ethic, needs to be in there. Let me help my elders needs to,
Mm-hmm.
those things need to be, installed. I mean, I'm a grandmother, I don't feel like I'm an elder like that. However, I'm older than you. So, let him get, I had him in here working out. Let me tell you something. He's only 2. He's a big 2 though. He's almost 3. So it's not like
Yeah,
but that's right. Let's learn these healthy habits now.
that's
We
right.
work. We
That's.
move.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
brought that up because somebody brought that up. I
Well,
was somewhere and they brought it up and they said the problem nowadays, these kids don't have recess like in school anymore. They have
that's,
no activities to go outside and play and run to keep them inside.
mhm,
And then they said this little thing called this cell phone keep us. I'm
mhm,
an invisible cell phone. We got that gun on the kids know what they're doing. But the guy
mhm,
said, "Oh, not my kids. My grandkids come over. Oh, we're outside. We pulling weeds. We about make a game out of it, and they're out
mhm.
there working and stuff. Cause I want these kids to be healthy
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
so and they
Yeah.
were right. Cause if you think about nowadays what we did when we were growing up, nowadays tell a kid to go outside, they have a fit. But back in the days, we tell them you can't play outside. Dad, oh, I want to go outside.
Oh yeah.
Now you tell
Yeah.
them you need to go outside and play. Why? It's hot out
I
there.
know. I know.
There's bugs out there. There's things out there I don't know about. That's why your butt need to get out there to know about it.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't need to know about those, but I do. I do agree, and it's funny you say that because again, it's it's been so many moving parts the last. I can't remember. It seems like so long. Gotta be coming to the end of it.
Yep.
However, once I'm able to focus on bringing that, of course, I got a lock in the rest of the series. I've been sick and all that, so I definitely haven't been able to finish that. And I'm also looking for spaces for us to do our karaoke line dance party,
Yeah.
working on that. Like I'm actually haven't had my car, so I haven't been moving around. So I should be back up and out and do that. But I want to make sure that something that I put some energy into this year, because I do, like you said, I go and do wellness seminars and speak to adults all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women's Day and so forth. So, but I need to bring back my children's program. I had a children's program when I first began, in 2007, 2008. Um,
Wow.
right. I know. I just had to, like, man, I've been out here for a while. But I had this program, and it was a children's fitness and nutrition program. So it was broke up to, kind of teach them the basics, in a digestible, way. And we did, of course, always an active activity. And I mean, it was a good program. I did it as an after school program. Well,
Yeah.
during COVID, I brought it back as online recess because a lot of people were not able to get out. So I brought it back as an online program. Um, After the event that we did in January, I just have been on my mind that, like you said, it starts with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with the kids. I looked at my grandson, and he will devour cucumbers, devour just straight cucumbers. He don't need dip. I mean, he does like my little Greek yogurt dip, but he doesn't need any of it. He just eats it. You know what I mean? He actually prefers, like, if it's the more colorful the food is, he'll usually eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, just like brown stuff. So what is brown stuff? Fried stuff like that. He ain't really, he likes his fried fish like his grandma though. 'Cause I do love my fried.
Okay. All right.
I do.
I feel you on that one. I love it
I
too.
do. Yeah. Gosh, man. I'm hungry. Sorry.
You
Anyway,
too?
right?
My wife already told me since I worked with you yesterday, you owe me dinner. I said, no, you didn't work with me. You worked for Bear County. I have
That's
nothing to
right.
do with it. But she still
Dang.
said, you owe me dinner. No, I'm going to take her to early lunch. No, late lunch in the middle, somewhere between 2 and 3.
I feel that. I
Yeah.
feel that. I feel that. Well, I mean, I honestly, that's what's up. I like the fact that y'all both, went so and served together.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I haven't, like I said, I've had a lot of other stuff going on in the background, but I did make sure, even though I didn't have a car to get there, I walked to vote yesterday.
There
So
you go.
I mean, I felt like, hey, what I tell you all the time, Ron.
No
No
excuses.
excuses.
No excuse. I know that by all you gotta do is say that, and I use your logo right, your slang right there on everywhere. What you doing? I said no excuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Because, I mean, honestly, Ron, it was the biggest epiphany that I had. When
Mm.
I realized how many excuses that I gave myself, but how I detest the people giving excuses to me,
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, girl, you're the problem.
Yeah.
So I fixed it. And I fixed it. I'm not saying that I always do it, you know,
Mm.
sometimes, because let me tell you something. Veggie Monday did not happen this Monday. No, again, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. So, no, I could not put any thoughts into making because it takes planning, it takes preparation, and it takes real thought. And I didn't have that bandwidth this particular Monday.
Yeah.
However, I mean, just by doing that, I told you it's helped me greatly, honestly. Just makes me focus and, you know, get things, the habit, the
And
habit.
you're right because when I want to start doing something, I think about I can do it tomorrow. I can do it the next day. Then I usually somebody told me what's wrong then right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and I'll be knocking myself out, but I say go ahead and get started, Ron. But once you get
Mm-hmm.
started, you're in
Yeah,
that flow. It's
right,
just once you get started, then you're ready. But
right.
sometimes you gotta motivate your own self. Don't depend on nobody else. Motivate your own self.
You better say that, Ron. And honestly, I no, I definitely um for I'll say 90% of the time I am my own motivation. I don't need nobody to tell me what I need to do. I know what I need to do. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because I'm tired of taking excuses for myself, I'm just gonna go and do it. You know? I am 100%. I mean that. However, that other 10%, I needed that extra, that 10% I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
I needed it, this weekend. I'm glad I had people to pull through and give me that 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you do. However, you don't want to have to look elsewhere. You know what it is.
Yeah.
And if you don't like whatever it is that is happening, if and I say that not to say something just about weight loss or whatever. I'm talking about something as simple as keeping it all the way 100.
Yeah.
My office was on my nerves for years. It has been an ongoing thing. And I said, well, Kiana, if you tired of it, somebody, because I was trying to hire somebody to come in here. I I was doing my girlfriend was going to come and crack the whip on me because she's the only one that can reel me in and keep me focused. I be squirrel, so she reels me in. And that didn't work out, schedules or something. And then I said, well, why can't you do it? You need somebody to do it. Gee,
I like
So
her.
Ron, that's what I mean, intermittently all week long. That's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, and that's what I've been doing.
And
You
that's
know,
what.
I had to take it. I
And,
had to take
yep.
accountability.
And that's what we got to do.
Right,
We got to do it
right.
because who else gonna do it?
Who else? But
And,
that's the reason for little challenges like this
mm-hmm.
one, right?
Like for instance,
Honestly.
like for instance, this office was clean from head to toe. I made sure it was like that because when they came over and interviewed me,
I know that's right. I was about to say you ain't gonna got me fooled. I know it's because you're doing TV. You could have them coming there looking crazy.
but right now a few things are out of place, and I said since I got it in place, I need to keep it in place.
That's right.
And so that's before you got on, I was sitting there picking up things around there because I put things on my desk and there, and then I caught myself live. I have all these business cards I picked up. I started reading off the business cards. Here's the one. Here's one. I started doing that. I said, "Hey, Ron, I like that." And that's the reason why the show started off when I told you, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
how can I put it? Maintaining what you're doing.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So,
Like and like you said, because no one is saying that. Like suppose like you said you do the challenge and you miss a day and
mm,
you oh man. All
yeah.
right. I mean, you said, well now I gotta make up for it. I mean, if you want to, but won't you just jump back in it?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling like you have to play catch up is going to play mentally on.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, because I'm telling you what I know, because when I have forgotten, I'm like, dang, I didn't do it. And I'm like, now I got to do, act like it played on me.
Yeah.
It played on me. If you forget a day, guys, jump back in there.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. Just keep on doing it.
If you can't do it at the same time every day, don't worry about it. Get it in where it fits in.
Mm-hmm.
Get it in where it fits in. And just by, like you said, these habits spill over.
Yeah.
These habits spill over by making that commitment. Like you said, doing the things. I'm going to do this. Like you said, you clean your office and you said, no, I'm going to keep it. I like the way it feels in here. I like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to a point where, hey, I like this.
Yeah.
Like my veggie challenge. When I do my veggie challenge on Mondays, I mean, I really like the way it feels. I want to extend it to another day.
Mm-hmm.
I want to add in because I like the way it feels. It's building those healthy habits,
Yeah.
even cleanliness, order. That is a healthy habit,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I say do it. And I want to say congrats on him coming over there. Shout out to you for being the man around town. Because by you doing that and just doing what you do and being supportive, you have, now everybody know your face. That's what's up. Good
Yeah.
job there, Ron.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good
Yeah.
job.
But I got
Like I
you.
said,
I got you to thank because you motivate people. Every time I talk to you, it's motivation because you got that spirit in you that I wish everybody had. You got that that hyper spirit because you have no speed. You just go.
no, I told you, no, it's not always like that.
I know.
However, I do, I like movement.
Yeah.
I like movement. I do. I like movement. I do. And whatever it is, whatever we
Mm-hmm.
do, I like to see movement. I like to see progress. I thrive off of that. You know what I mean? Like you said, I love to see, started from the bottom, now we're here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, on any level, if it's weight loss, if it's fitness goals, if it's business goals, if it's your vision just finally coming into fruition and just popping off like gold. That's
Yep.
what's up.
That's right.
And progress to me is one of the things that if you become addicted to progress, you'll always get up with some extra energy.
That point. That's what I'm talking about. Wake up in the
That.
morning, get ready to go. My wife haven't told me, I never seen nobody pop out of bed like you and just ready to go. I
I
mean,
ain't say I popped out, but let me tell you, I legit. I called honey because he had a dentist appointment, and I woke up. I was woke because I had to be woke, but I was still hugging that pillow. Let me tell you. And I said, "All right," I said, "Carpe diem, seize the day. I'm getting up," and I kind of rolled back over and hugged the pillow a little bit more. But but it's okay. It's
shoot.
okay.
Girl, I
As
pop
long
up.
as when you get up,
Yep.
you give it what you have. I used to have motivational quotes on a board on my refrigerator. So every, just, I would change them out, things, that I see that may motivate me and so forth.
Yeah.
Now because I want to do more. Like I said, I feel like, I'm in a space where I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to mix and mingle. I'm ready, but keep everybody's cooties to themselves because that's how I
Right.
got sick. But anyway, like,
Yeah.
like, but
Girl.
anyway, you know. But I am, I want to get back out there more because, like I said, I want to do more. Like I said, I want to start reaching these kids. I want to, like I said. So again, if you like to see progress, if you like have a passion for helping people and so forth, that will get you going every time.
Right.
So find something that you're passionate about and let that be what gets you up in the morning.
Amen to that. All right, young lady. I'm gonna get my little happy butt outside and start doing some of this work and
Well,
stuff.
remember, you got to take her to lunch. Remember,
Oh, why you have to
don't
remind
suck
me,
your teeth.
man? Yeah, I'm gonna take her to lunch. Well, I can still go do a little bit of work and at 2 o'clock I have time to do a little bit, just a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah,
But
yeah, I hear you.
because
You
I
bet.
know,
Look,
I
you done
know.
said it. You done said it live. You can't renege now.
Nah, and the sad thing about it, she probably in there listening to me. She listening to me. I ran across on her. Well, she ran. We was at HEB, and she ran across people she used to work with, and I went up to her. I said, "Don't y'all want to hire her back?" she said, and she looked at me. What's going on? I said, I told her, you need to get a job, get away, because when she retired, she came into my world. Because I was so used to being at the house all by myself. I had my little routines I was doing. Man, my routine was shot to HE double hockey sticks.
Well, I mean, this is a. What was I just talking about? Progress.
Yeah,
This is a progression.
that
And
is that is the reason why I'm going outside working, because she don't like outdoor work. So that's my domain. I do what I want to do.
okay.
You feel me on that one?
Everybody got to have something wrong.
Yeah, I know. But I enjoy messing with her because it's so much fun.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm glad that y'all are out there doing great things together. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I can get on somebody's nerves like that on a regular basis. I already do, but I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
taking it out.
You looking
Oh
forward to
gosh.
doing on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I am.
All right, young lady. Once again, appreciate you being on the show, and we'll catch you down the line.
All right, guys.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. See ya. Let me get this. All right, everybody. That was Coach K here on WSAN Radio. We appreciate her being on the show. We appreciate everybody being on the show. So at 11:30, we got the young lady from Double Dutch 40 Plus Club. Will be on at 11.